everyone. And here we are again.
Yay.
For some fabulous birthmark past life information. And of course, we do have a couple of little questions too sprinkled in from some viewers that we're going to address too. So, any commercials first?
Not that
just everything that we talk about, past life and angels. Go to our website, Souls Enlightenment, and you can find us there.
Evening with Angus.
Yes, our evening with Angus, and you can have a private gathering in your home, which is really cool because we will come there, and anywhere that Vera goes, Angus will be there. So, so with your friends and family, it's really cool. I mean, what's better than that? What a great fun party.
Yeah.
And answers from the other side.
Exactly.
So informative and fun.
What does IMK mean?
In text? That is so funny you say that. Because Kirk was just asking me the same question this week.
Everybody keeps putting that on.
I looked it up.
What does it mean?
And it said something about in my knowledge or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
In my knowledge. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Vera, do we want to get started with a birthmark or...
No, just answer questions
we want to get started. Okay. Here's a question that I thought we could start off with from Megan Jade. I'm going to go ahead and read it. Okay, so Megan is saying, hello, I've just started watching you two and I love your videos. We love you too. Thank you for watching. I've been told by more than a few that I am an earth angel. How do I know if this is true? Keep on making those wonderful videos. Well,
balance
love
and peace.
And peace and balance to you too. Okay, so can I tell them yet about our...
Go ahead.
Okay, this one I was kind of excited to share because we've had a lot of people that have talked to us and wanted to know if they were an angel. Not a lot of people, but we've had some people before. And obviously, with all the angel paintings, this was a question I really wanted to ask Angus. So we had a session, it's been a few years now, and I asked him about that. And Angus was telling us that we actually cannot become an angel. We're not an angel because angels don't incarnate.
No, they don't. And we don't cross phylums.
So humans are in the human phylum, and angels, they stay in their angel phylum.
Animals stay in their own phylum.
But obviously we can perfect.
Of course.
I mean, we're not perfect, but we can perfect and gain a lot of growth in the different virtues that we want to embody and represent. And that's one of the cool things, because you know what he did say, you guys? This is really neat.
Yeah, this is neat.
He was saying that we can't become an angel, but we can be an...
honorary angel.
Yeah, he said that that's actually a very, very special thing that the angels award to us for doing many different things. However we are, we can even just in who we are and how we are with our high frequency, our loving compassion, you know, different ways, in whatever way. And that's what I was excited about for Megan Jade, because if a lot of people are telling her that, then it's kind of interesting, because we've also discovered that the other side gives us messages through other people.
Right.
So they could be saying, you know, you are an honorary angel, Megan, and keep it up.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool because more than one person, it's kind of a sign right there that you're on a very good track.
Exactly.
Yeah, very spiritual person. And then, Vera, this was an interesting question.
From Roxanne.
Should I read the whole thing? It's a little long.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just
Otherwise
read
it won't
the
make
whole
sense.
question. Yeah, that's true. Everybody needs to know. Okay, Roxanne's asking, why is this, I believe she means marriage, right? Why is this a spiritual commitment through the eyes of God? Why did the government get involved? Why is religion/government woven together about marriage? Love, commitment does not start at marriage, but to authorize certain things. If you are not wife and husband, you cannot say anything unless you have the power of such and such by the law. The flip side of that is if you are married and your spouse made all these debts, you're responsible for it, I think. Just curious how this marriage started and why. Thoughts?
Well, I mean, the government gets involved because otherwise there would be chaos, right? If we could be with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then go over there and be with somebody else, and there would just
Sam,
be,
Joe, and
yeah.
Fred.
And then back in the day, there was times when like they had that blood type that you couldn't. You would have difficult birth or something. Remember if the blood types don't match, there was a lot of.
I didn't know that. Actually,
I'm one of them. I had that. John and I don't have the right blood type.
John.
So your first child is okay, but the second child will have issues.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Vera.
yeah. So that's why. But I think that's part of it. Plus, just to have order, I believe is why the government gets involved.
That is.
And then money, because you have
gotta
to
buy
pay
a marriage license.
all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
if you're really committed, then you don't mind paying, kind of thing, right?
That's true.
But still, it's
True.
money to get for the city or the wherever you're at.
They always find
The
a
state.
way
Yeah.
to get money. There's always
Yeah.
money involved somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but oh man.
But I mean, religion and government woven together, people have their beliefs, so when they get married, they want to do it in the church. It's not necessarily the government that tells them to go to the church.
Right.
It's your personal commitment, in my opinion. I mean,
That's true. I mean, a lot of people don't get married in a
Some
church.
people just go to the
it's
court.
just a legal
Mhm.
binding type of agreement
Right.
that can happen at a courthouse or
Mhm.
what have you.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, there's plus and minuses for all of it, but there's got to be some kind of order.
Right.
Otherwise, it'll be chaos all over.
Yeah. I mean,
And
otherwise
I'm sure
people
that's
could
what it
say
was before.
that person is my husband and he's got to take care of me. So, I mean, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like
yeah.
there's got to be order. I mean, that you say it that way, it's
Mhm.
true. People
Mhm.
can say anything or what have you, but
Mhm.
and that's true about the blood match too. I didn't
Yeah.
realize
Yeah.
that. That's very interesting.
Mhm.
Wow, well, that's
Because
good
he's
to know.
a positive and I'm a negative. Something like that. I don't know.
I see. Okay. Oh, that's so interesting. Well, thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
the
I don't know if we
questions.
answered your question, but there's all different ways that you can look at it. It could be just a spiritual commitment. Two people fall in love, but there's got to be some order. Is how I see it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes
In a
sense.
perfect world, it would work.
Mhm.
We wouldn't need all that, but we're not in a perfect world.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it's making me think about all
And
the different aspects of
love
that.
and commitment does not start at marriage. It starts
course.
before.
And the whole legal binding part
Mhm.
doesn't mean there's commitment in love
Right.
either.
Right.
So it definitely, that does
But then,
make
of
a lot of
course,
sense.
cost to get a divorce, and
Mhm.
but that's not the government doesn't get that. That would be a lawyer and all that. So
Right.
it's a interesting question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now for a few other very interesting questions. Would you like to start off with Ariel? or
Either
Kristen?
one.
Okay, I'm just going to start off with Ariel.
I'm sorry.
What?
My stomach keeps
All
gurgling.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Ariel B.
Mhm.
Here we go. I have a birthmark. It's a perfect diamond shape. So IMK.
In my knowledge.
What's going on with that? I'm confused on how this happened. It's pretty cute. That's it.
Well, I don't know where you have it. That's one thing too. It's nice to know where it is on the body sometimes. But this was like an Egyptian life, and the diamond, something like the diamond represented something that meant life. But then it's like the courage of coming in lifetime after lifetime. So,
Really?
yeah, and she used to wear a thing around her head, and then she had this diamond
Oh, wow.
like
That's
on her
neat.
forehead for the crown chakra.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
cool.
So it's for you now, though, it's a reminder that coming in lifetime after lifetime takes courage and commitment, that kind of thing.
Was the diamond what the symbol was, or was it the shape of the diamond?
It
Just
was
like-
believe it was the shape.
That makes sense to me,
Yeah.
because even
Because
if I
there's round ones, but this one was
Yeah.
a diamond shape.
Because even if I look at a diamond, and you think about the 3 stages of life, right?
Mhm.
It's like we're on the other side, then we're a child, or a young person, right? And then we're in the middle, and then we're the crone, as if there, what have you, right? And then we go back. So that kind of like really makes sense of why that would be the reincarnation back in, around. But that's really cool.
So
I
it's
love
a
that.
reminder.
I love that idea.
Yeah, that she had that little diamond hanging. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super neat.
Yeah.
So that was a strength. A strength that she wanted to remember from that life. So that'll be interesting, Ariel, to maybe even look into what was special about that past life for you in different ways. There's different ways to do that.
Yeah.
You could have a reading. You can ask for a message from your angels to help you remember. Your dream
Don't
time.
forget your spirit guide.
Your spirit guide, master teachers. There you have a lot of help on the other side. Or meditation, past life regressions, different ways like that.
Yeah.
To check that out. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Sure.
You guys ready? Okay, they're ready.
Yeah.
Here we go. Christine Epstein. What about a red indent in the middle of upper chest?
Okay. Now, if there wasn't anything that caused it in this lifetime, then the thing that I picked up on was that it was a life in Scotland, and there was a man that he did something really bad, where it would be I guess they would kill him for what he did, because it was something really bad that hurt people very badly, and he accused her, Kristen, of doing it.
Man, that just makes me so mad.
Yeah, but he accused her of being a witch and caused I don't know, he caused people to die and be maimed, and I don't know what he did, but he said that it was her that did it because she put evil spell.
What a coward.
Yeah, so she, it's what happens.
She was tortured and
But she wouldn't, and he was there, but he wasn't the torturer. But they kept asking who else worked with you, who else is a witch, tell us. She would not spill anything about anybody or herself. She just, because she wasn't.
Right.
She wasn't even a healer. I mean, how sometimes the midwives or the people that do the herbs and all that, she was just.
Why did they believe him and not her?
Because she was a woman, kind of thing.
What does that mean? You know what I mean? I understand. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just sticking up for all the women.
Well, back
in
then,
history, it's like, what the heck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I have to calm down. Okay, calm me down.
Yeah.
Calm me down.
So, but what you're going to remember is you know who you are. That was your reminder, because you were pretty darn brave.
I guess so. Yeah. She was definitely brave. She didn't say anything. She didn't just make up something.
And she did too? She would look at the guy whenever she was, and he couldn't look at her.
What shame.
Yeah.
He should have felt.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. So it's just a reminder to know who you are and to be true to who you are is what you want to.
See now, and that is the awesome part for us to remember or to think about. And for her to remember from that lifetime is that side of it instead of the torture part, because she has that glorious attribute about herself that she can remember for all of time, because we are an eternal soul, and she's going to go on and on and on. Yeah. And I'm not casting judgment, but that other entity is going to have to deal with his own thing. You know what I mean? Exactly. But for her, it's
he's just a coward. But what he did, I don't know. He had some kind of power in that area, some type of, and people believed in what he did. But he just made a mistake. But he wouldn't cop to it. Because otherwise he was going to be killed. So blame her.
Wow. Well, what strength. That's a mark.
So it's kind of a witch life, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. None of them are
another
usually
witch life,
like...
but there's so many variables, and so many of these people are coming back into life because they have that courage and power and conviction that they can help in this lifetime.
And that is so very needed. It's such an important time in this world's history that's happening right now. So no wonder we're back in.
A lot of people.
It's really amazing.
Yep. So keep it up.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for sending in your questions. This is really cool. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you, Vera. We love you
Don't
all.
forget our podcasts.
Yeah, podcast. New podcast coming up this week. Find it on our website, soulsenlightenment.com.